Thanks everyone for coming today. We're going to have a presentation from Eliana Hornbuckle that addresses something that we do every day, and it's disposal of our food and our waste and other things, especially here at Nevada High School. Eliana's put a lot of hard work into this and time and done a lot of research for this. So please respect that by putting your phones away. If you have any earphones in or anything, please remove those and give your attention to Eliana as she presents her launch project to the school here. So I'm going to turn this over to Eliana. Thank you for your attention.
Hello, everyone. As Mr. Smith said, I'm Eliana Hornbuckle, and I'm a junior here at Nevada. And in the fall, I started a launch class because I was interested in finding ways that we could reduce our waste here at Nevada. And one of the major ways that we create waste is through food and the cafeteria. So you're probably wondering what all of this trash is doing sitting here. So this is everything from these 3 garbage cans from lunch today. So all of us, if we ate the school lunch today, contributed to this in some effect. And so back in October, I took it upon myself to, with the janitors, to weigh all of the food waste so we could get a stat on everything that we were throwing away from our cafeteria. So back in October, we threw away 92 pounds of food every day on average. So that was 450 pounds of food every week. And if you multiply that out for how long we're in school, that's 12,400 pounds of food every year just for our high school. That's not including the middle school or the elementary. And that is the equivalent to the weight of half a school bus or 1 full-grown elephant. So that is quite a bit of waste. Of course, this includes both milk cartons, food, napkins, containers, bottles, styrofoam trays from breakfast. So it's not just food. But according to the Iowa Waste Recovery Center, about 75% of that is food. And currently, every day after lunch, trash is bagged up, it's taken over to the dumpster, and then it is transported over to Ames, to the Ames Resource Recovery Center, where it's burned for energy, which is great. That's a very efficient and relatively clean way to get rid of waste. But they're undergoing some changes at their plant so they can't accept as much waste, so some of that is being diverted over to the Boone County landfill. So a majority of this waste here is going to be going to a landfill. And food waste in landfills has some bad effects on the environment. Food waste, when it's put inside a plastic bag and then put in a landfill, it gives off hydrogen sulfide and methane, which are greenhouse gases, and contribute to the rising temperature of our planet. So we are directly influencing the future of our planet by disposing of food waste in landfills. And a lot of this food here, if you can see, there's a couple whole pieces of pizza, some leftover oranges. A lot of it was eaten, but some of it was not. So it still has nutritional value. And there are 900 million people worldwide who are food insecure, which means that they don't have enough food, whether it's not available or they can't afford food, so they go hungry. So that's a big issue in our world. And right here in Iowa, according to the Food Bank of Iowa, 1 in 5 Iowa children, so that includes us, are food insecure. So 20% of students in Iowa don't have enough food, yet some of us are taking a little too much food at lunch and throwing it away. So this is a big problem, and I don't want this to feel like a guilty pity party. We are contributing to this, but we can make some changes that will help reduce the problem. Another issue with food waste is once we're wasting all of that time, energy, and resources that were used to grow that food. So the school bought the food, it was transported to our lunchroom, the lunch staff took time out of their day to help prepare it, cook it, cut it up, clean it, serve it to us. We took the food, and then we put it in the trash can, and now we're paying a garbage service to once again take it to a landfill. So there's a lot of waste, not only with the food, but time and energy and natural resources from our planet. So you might be thinking, how do I help reduce this? So I've been doing some research, and one of the first things you need to do if you're a school and want to reduce food waste is to hold a food waste audit. So I've been in contact with Ms. Trent. She works at UNI with the Iowa Waste Recovery Center. And next Wednesday, we're going to be holding a food waste audit. And so this is next Wednesday during lunch. We will be collecting all of the food, stuff that would normally go into these bags in the trash cans. And we're going to be sorting it based on what type of food it is, weighing it so we can catalog exactly what we're throwing away, so we can make changes to be more efficient and not throw that away. So for you as students, lunch next Wednesday will look pretty similar to a normal everyday lunch, except there won't be trash cans. We'll have a table with volunteers, and you will just hand your tray to a volunteer, and they will sort it for you, and they're going to ask you a couple questions about food that might be left on your tray. So this is going to help us really get the why food is being wasted. Say you took too many carrots, and they ask you, why didn't you eat all of your carrots? You could say, oh, I got too full, or I took too many. So that gives us a reason so we can make changes to help prevent that problem. And please be honest with your responses, because that's going to give us the best feedback so we can make changes that are actually going to work so we can reduce this. And the volunteers are giving up some of their own time. Some of the volunteers will be your fellow classmates, so just please be respectful and helpful to the volunteers when we're going through that. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, eliana.hornbuckle. I'll stay down here if you have any questions about next Wednesday. And after we do the food waste audit and get all of that data back, we'll send out an email with information and more specific ways of how we as consumers of the food can make changes to reduce that. All right, thank you.
Eliana, I believe, has volunteers lined up to help next Wednesday, but if you want to become part of the effort, please feel free to reach out and see what you can do, maybe even in your own homes, etc. Eliana's put in a lot of time to research this topic, and I'm sure she'd love to share more with you if you have more questions beyond today. All right? That being said, happy Friday, 5 minutes out early. Have a good weekend.